The following podcast is rated G for gammon. Please be aware it may contain some coarse language and is not suitable for children or gammon audiences.
Sensual. Sensual. Sensual.
Oh, brother, I'm alive. I'm alive. Can you believe it? You are. We're here for another episode of, I was going to say Close the Gap, but that's not us. We are, we're back for another episode of Them Yarns. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a first-time listener, go back to the start and listen to our shenanigans. We took a lot of rot, but I promise you we're a little bit of fun at the same time.
And sometimes educational.
And sometimes educational. I would not take us as the top-tier journalists. I wouldn't say that we are that.
No, we're not investigative journalists. If you're looking for them crimes, that's coming out in 2026.
We're just two Murrays from Central and North Queensland giving a red hot crack with our opinions. And if you like them, you like them. If you don't, get your own podcast. That's the feels. You know what, brother? I want to talk about something, and this is something that a lot of people don't always talk about in our community, and it is the subject of death. Now, we've all experienced it, but whether or not we talk about it is another issue, right? I don't know if it's a thing that I think all humans try to avoid talking about. Like, we all know it's all going to inevitably happen to every single one of us, that we're going to die at some point, but no one wants to talk about it. We just pretend it's not happening, and then one day we die and everyone's grieving and we're like, damn it, we should have talked about that, should have planned that better. So I want to talk about it because I have my funeral planned already. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah, you did. Well, you told me that you have it planned, but you just told me the part that I have to play.
Yeah, your part we all know is you're the guy that stands at the door with the list that of people not coming in.
I'm door security, so if you're not on the list, oh no, you don't have to be not on the list. If you're on the list, that means you can't come. It's going to have a picture. It's going to have your Facebook profile picture.
Yep.
It's going to have your list of crimes in case you try to defend yourself.
Your list of offending against me, which could have been rundowns, general dumb dog behaviour, ex-dumb dog behaviour. Like, it could just be any of those things. It could have also just been you cut me off in traffic. That's how petty I am.
Yes.
You will not come to my funeral.
It's going to be a long list. I think I'm going to have a laptop. I don't think I'm going to print that out.
You might have to have another service for the haters, like over there, that they can just hate. But I do actually have a book, and it's a book that I got off Amazon, and it's the front of it says, "I'm dead, now what?" And so when I die, and I don't know how I'm going to die, I often think about this, and I think the morbid thoughts about death comes from my mum. So she was she used to talk about death a lot. She was, she was into, Tibetan everything. She was into the afterlife. She liked Native American, culture. So she really believed in death in many forms and living in many forms. So she would talk about death a lot. So when she passed away, it was weird because I already knew what she wanted. And I was only 25. Like, I shouldn't have known that she wanted to be cremated for the first time in our family. She got cremated. I should have, I knew all the songs that she wanted because it was just a natural thing that she yarned about. But she didn't have any of these things written down. She just would talk about them.
Just talk about it, yeah.
Yeah. And because she passed away so suddenly, I think that does something to your brain when you lose somebody really, tragically or very suddenly, like I did and others do, that I don't know, I really have been thinking about death since I was young, probably even before my mum passed. So I don't know how I'm going to die. I would hope that I really wish... No, this is terrible. Okay, I'm going to take that back. I would prefer not to be on the planet like as a super old person because I just don't have time for it. Like, I would like to just go to the afterlife and just relax, like life's hard. I don't have kids. I'm going to be probably in an old person's home with my dog, just wrap this up wrap the
Let's
life
wrap it
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And let me go and relax and sleep and chill. How do you think you will die?
I for a little while didn't think I was going to make 40. I had some uncles die pretty early, so when I hit 40, I was like, "Oh, we made it. That's pretty cool." And now I don't really know, so I don't really have a thought on what that looks like.
Do you
I
have a
have
funeral
been.
plan?
I don't. I started one.
Okay.
So there's an online thing, like you do your funeral plan and you choose the music and you do that sort of stuff. So I've started that. I didn't finish it because ADHD, but it was a good idea at the time, and I'll probably have to pick that up again one day
Yeah.
and finish it off. But no, I don't think. One of the things I did talk about with my mum and I've had that conversation, and I've had that conversation with my family as well, is that we want to be buried on country. So that's probably going to be a different thing to what other people have. So some of my family want to be cremated, some of my family want to be buried, but we want to go home and lay there. So that's where all our old people are. So that's probably my plan. Whether or not that happens by cremation and put on one of the islands or something up there on country, or or if I'm buried there, that's so yeah. So I would just want to go home once I'm gone.
Yep.
So that's really my only thing. And I'm trying to think of what Tupac song I want to play at my funeral as well, because
Yep. You need this. You need your songs. You need your speakers. Now, I'm going to have a friend of mine is going to read out my eulogy because my family will fight over it. Not in the thing of like, oh, I want to do it. It'll be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Who's going to do it? So I've already already put my friend, Cody. By the way, she refuses. She doesn't want to do it, but too bad. It's my death wish. So guess what?
You don't get to choose it. Sorry.
Yep. And my pallbearers, I'm like, God, who's going to be alive then? Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be old because it's just a lot. And yeah, I just want to wrap it up. I want to be cremated. I know that much. I do have a list of who is not allowed at my funeral. And I actually don't want any streaming. I don't want my funeral streamed.
You don't want it streamed.
No, because you know why? If you can't make the effort to make it to my funeral in person, you don't get to tune in, okay? Don't think you're going to shortcut it and just, I can't make it, but I'll watch online. No, you won't, bitch. If you didn't love me enough to show up on my last day on this planet, no, you don't get to tune in.
I will admit that's a surprise, because knowing you for the last however many years who lives your life online, I would have thought the final goodbye would have to be online. Like, I'm surprised it wouldn't be Facebook Live or whatever the social media is in that time. Like, be a TikTok Live, them crimes podcast, TikTok Live, going live.
You'll be broadcasting them yarns
I'll
by
be
yourself.
Broadcasting it from the front door, talking about people coming in, talking about their outfits.
Speaking of, here she is. Excuse me, what's your name? Let me just check this. Oh, you're Carly's best friend from 2010. No, sorry, turn around. You're on the cancelled list. Can't come in.
You told her something. She said, "Don't tell her," and now you got to go.
Yeah,
you got to go. I know it was 37 years ago, but you're on the list.
Listen, I know it was 55 years ago, but Carly wrote your name down, and this is what it.
Yeah. It's her wishes. Don't get wild at me.
Don't shoot the messenger, brah. Look, this is her handwriting. She wrote this back in 1995. You're on the list.
You're on the list.
Oh my God. You know, with me though, the streaming, I don't want. It's an opportunity for my haters to jump online and watch my funeral in their little comfortable. They probably got popcorn. They're probably, like tuning in to see, oh God, this funeral shit. I can't believe I can't believe they dressed her in that. That's so shit. Typical Carly, like the people will be hating.
Listen to this music.
Listen to this music trying to make out. She liked this song, trying to make it. No, there won't be any of that. Show up.
I want mine put on the internet, and I want everybody to watch it.
Really? You want all the streamers? You
want
all the views?
Just listen to this. I want it to go viral. I want to be like.
You know what I hate about funerals? I hate that you can't rewatch it. Like, it's just a live one-time stream. I want to be able to stream the funeral at my time. You know, like
Yes.
that's got to be the next thing that funerals do. Just put it on streaming so at like Saturdays I can watch it.
Yep.
I know, that's
Like
terrible.
a YouTube channel.
But I do have my own funeral plan, as dumb as it is. I even tried to take out a funeral. I think it was I tried to take out something and they said, no, you're too young. Like
Funeral insurance.
Yeah. I tried to take out funeral insurance. I think it was about like 35. And they're like, no, you're too young. I'm like, 35-year-olds die. Like, what do you mean? Let me have it. I have a will. Do you have a will yet?
Again.
Come on,
I
Nagus.
started
Step it up. You need to do that. You got
start it.
kids, brah. Yep. If your wife's listening, this is this is me rattling him up. You need to, because I tell you, it's 10 times harder when you don't have a will and there's superannuation or there's money in the bank or there's something that your kids or your wife or someone has to access. And if it's not written on a piece of paper, they question it, and then you got to go through public trustees and all. Like, these are things that people don't understand. And it gets to the time when you've got to like handle everyone's business after they pass away, generally debt. If you're a black fella, and you've got to pay it because there's no one. It doesn't say any different, so you've got to pay it. That person's no longer there.
Yeah. So one of my friends, one of their parents passed away, and the new partner, because he didn't have a will, the new partner claimed everything.
That's what happens.
Because there's no will to say who it is. And so they end up the whole family ended up getting ripped off, and the new partner took the lot.
That's crazy. It happens, man. You know what else I see at black funerals that happens a lot? It's the aunties or the uncle that takes over the mic and
won't stop talking.
Won't stop talking.
And you're like, did you even know this fella? You didn't even know her like that. Sitting up there crying on the stage.
Yep.
Singing an old gospel hymn that you out of tune and can't carry a beat.
You had your chance, and like everyone knows with the funeral, there's only a certain amount of time, generally an hour and a half, like funeral, directors will give you for a funeral because they're pumping out sometimes 3, 4, 8 funerals a day. They don't have time for black people to sit around grieving. That's just the reality. It's terrible to say, but I've seen people get up and they will take the mic and they'll make it about them for the next 20 minutes, and everyone's waiting to do the next speech. I tell you, Nagus, I've got designated speakers. Okay,
You have it.
I'm got to have it. If you're not on the speaker list, sorry, do it at the wake. No one's got to. You don't get the main stage here at Carly's funeral. It's not happening.
I can't remember the last time my family had an open mic because of that very reason.
You can't
just
do an open mic, man.
We can't let you just come up and talk because there's somebody in the audience.
Yeah.
And usually the Womba one that nobody talked to in the first place. They're like, this is my chance.
This is my chance, yeah.
I've been waiting for hundreds of people to listen to my poem.
And that's one thing that is banned at my funeral. There will be no poems. Don't come up. Don't send me the niece that's written a poem for Auntie Carly. Don't send that niece. Tell her to go sit back down. Because I'll tell you what, with a poem, the poem becomes about the person who wrote the poem. And no poem is that good that I need to hear it on my death day. I don't care.
What if it's like, Annie Carly Wallace is the best.
Nope, sit your ass down.
Annie Carly Wallace is laid to rest.
Holy God. No, I will rise up out of that coffin. Ia, go sit down. No one told you to speak. Go sit down, please.
I told not to let them kids speak. Wake up to yourself.
Could you imagine me? Anyone listening, if you let any of my nieces or nephews, aunties, if you let anyone on the microphone at my funeral say a poem that they specifically wrote, the only thing worse is a poem they found off the internet that they're just reading and taking up time. If I hear any of that at my funeral, I will haunt all of you. That's a promise.
Oh, she will too. We did 2. She's done 2 podcasts on ghosts, so she knows how it works.
And you're going to have to get that dry ice and smoke me out because that is the only way you'll get rid of me. Because I'll tell you right now, those leaves aren't going to work. That's terrible. But yeah, I think it's one of those things we need to talk about it. But have you ever seen some outlandish, crazy shit at a funeral that's happened?
I've seen. I'm sorry. I was there at a funeral when this happened, so I didn't see it because I was at the other side of the church. But one auntie walked in grieving, and then another auntie walked in grieving. Both thought they were the
The biggest
partners.
grievers. Oh, they thought they were the partners.
Yes. So there'd been a big miscommunication between who was the lovers.
So they're both grieving for their man, and they're
They're
both
both
at.
grieving for their man, and
Wait,
one
did
was,
they know about each other?
No. So one walked up the front,
Not.
and the other one was walking up the front too, and then like one of the families like, you need to come back. Yeah. She's like, no. They're like, no, you need to.
No.
And yes.
And what happened? So she went up. Did she end up going up, or did they pull her back?
No, they pulled it back.
Oh, my days.
Yeah. So that's how they found out that there was two lovers in the house.
My favorite thing is when people turn up that had beef with that person, and they're standing up there making out. That is something that just will not happen at my funeral. If me and you beefed in this lifetime, you don't need to come to my funeral. It's fine. And most of the time this happens because people don't want to live with their own grief. So they'll turn up and make out. So they make themselves feel better. They're not actually there for the dead person. They're actually just there to, save their own soul. But there's no saving souls with me.
I got another good one.
Oh my God! So tell me it is.
I've been to a lot of black funerals. Got a big black family, and this was during the eulogy. I want to say, must have been part of the eulogy or part of the, whatever the speakers.
Yep.
They were calling out family members, like
what?
I remember how Carly. I remember how you treated my mum.
Not in the speech.
In the speech.
Knock it off.
Look at Dad, I remember that time when you I remember. You're like, we're all here sad, but I remember what you did.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this is grief to the next level. Like just
I'm here for it, but
calling people out.
Yeah.
Like was calling people out. Like
damn.
from the podium. And this is a church funeral, so like up on the big podium, got the deadly mic and everything, standing behind the pulpit. Like,
Jeez.
I remember when you did this to Mum, and he's just so I remember.
In front of everyone.
Like, in front of everybody. And these were island families. So this is you're talking hundreds and hundreds of people there.
Holy. Well, I know there's a guy. Have you seen that guy? I think it's like the Coffin Whisperer or something. The Coffin Confessor or something like that.
Coffin Confessions? Yeah.
Have you seen this guy? And he basically, I've actually read his book and seen a couple of docos on him. And what he does is he will go and meet with a person if they know that they're going to die. So this person they're lining up for when they die. And he'll meet with them and he'll actually get the consent and he'll videotape them while they're still alive going, yep, so this is something that you want. It's something you're consented to. Yes, this is something. They pay for the service and it's just this random guy that doesn't know the family, has nothing to do with any of them. And they will just give him a set of instructions to read out at their funeral or like post-funeral at the wake or wherever. Wow. And he will stand up. So there was one particular story I heard where this guy found out that his best friend was sleeping with his wife and was like lining up the wife like while he's dying, like it was horrible. And this guy paid him and said, can you go and like do this when I die? And he was like, really? And this was his very first client. And he said, yeah, it's something stuff it. This is what I want. Here's money. So he paid him to do this. And so at his funeral, a couple of months later, the guy dies and his best friend gets up to say a speech, right? Meanwhile, he's tuning his woman. He gets up and next minute, old mate coffin guy jumps up and goes, sorry, everyone, I just need to interrupt the service. The man in the coffin has something to say. And then he reads out the
wow.
Yep, he reads out the listen, I know you with my missus, you're this, you're that, you're nothing but this and that. To my wife, you get nothing, amazing. Rah, rah, rah. Yeah. And then people go, sit down, how do? And he's like, no, this isn't me. This was his wishes. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here to pass on the message. This is, his last thing that he wanted. And then he just gets
Walks
up and
out.
leaves. Yep. And drops the bombshell. Could you imagine? I could do that, I reckon. I reckon I'd be a real good.
Yes.
I
reckon
think
you could.
so. Yeah. I'd do it too. If anyone wants me to pass a message on at a funeral, I'm game. Like
Them coffin confessions.
them coffin, that coffin yarn.
Yeah, them coffin. Yeah. We just got that many little offshoots of this thing. It's going to be so good.
There's so many
Little
podcasts
side,
that are coming
little side
up.
businesses.
Them funerals. That's
Them
what.
funerals.
Yeah, well, you know, the first time when I moved to Brisbane, I freaked out because I saw white lady funerals and I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought it was a G up. I was like, what are you talking about? That's a real thing. If you're not listening in Australia, it's a real funeral business I've only ever seen it in Southeast Queensland. I could be wrong. It could be somewhere else. But it's called White Lady Funerals. And I've
White
actually.
lady funerals.
Yeah.
And it's a picture of a white lady.
With a white hat. And they
everything
wear those
all
white
white.
hats too.
Yeah, all white everything. And they're all ladies.
I've been to the funerals and it's very much like the poster. And I thought there could be a black lady funeral and I would run it. Could you imagine?
Yep. Let's do it.
Bro, I actually have a good friend and I need to give a shout out because, you know, talking about this stuff, as funny as it is, it can be, pretty serious for our mob. I had a really easy, I guess, process when my mum passed away because one of our mates who we grew up with, Sally, her name is, and her family run the local funeral directors, I guess, in my hometown in Atherton. And they were our mum's funeral director. So growing up with her, their family business used to, before they had an actual, a whole setup, their actual family business, the funeral directors, used to just be at the house. So they used to have like...
Wow, just at the house.
Yeah, just at the house. And so we'd be at Sally's and then like her mum and dad would come home and go, oh, guys, we're just bringing something through here. Just
Holy smokes.
Yep, just like turn around, close your eyes, and they'd just bring in like a coffin or they'd bring in like someone. So yeah, you can imagine black fellas being friends with this because she was a white girl, but she grew up with all black fellas, so she was yeah. And I used to say to her, don't you get scared of like this? Like when you're a funeral director and you're around dead people all day, don't you get scared? And she said to me, I never get scared here because the people don't die here. They die somewhere else and then they're brought here. And so it's just my job to take care of them while they're here to their next step. And I'm never scared because, we're doing the good thing of like looking after them. I'm like, it's actually, it's a good way of looking at it. I thought about it. I actually want a traineeship. I want to do the funeral direction stuff in the future. I think it's a really good business idea, to be quite honest with you. So Black Lady Funerals.
Black Lady Funerals.
Mm-hmm. You're dead. We're alive. I don't know. That's not the catchphrase. I'm just...
We got to work on that logo.
We officially
I like
closed
the idea,
gap.
but that logo is Gavin. And you're not going to get any business.
The tagline, I was on the spot. It's not it. I'll come up with a better one, I promise you.
Yeah.
So terrible. Anyway, we're going to be around for a while anyway, brother. We're not going anywhere, but please go and get your funeral plan sorted, please. And I'll that list, by the way, I have to refresh my invite list. It's growing by the day. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Would you rather? It's a new game. It's a new segment on them yarns. Now we're going to do it as a black one, a black version
Black version.
Would
And
you
when we say
rather
a black
this or that?
version, we mean black people are asking the questions.
Black people are asking the questions, but we're going to black it up. We're going to make it.
I'll black it up a little bit.
We're going to make our would you rather. So the name of the game. It is, would you rather this or would you rather that? And you got to answer. So we're going to go one for one, you and I, and we've got to answer. What happens if we do a pass? Like, is there some type of consequence that we need to inflict on each other? I don't know. Got to think about it.
Yeah. What could be maybe there's a prize for the winner rather than something for the loser.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds more sensible than me punishing people. All right. So you've got a would you rather and I've got a would you rather. Should we do a rock, paper, scissors for who gets to go first? Okay.
All right.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Right. You're off timing. Come on. Ready?
What
We'll
do
do
you
it.
mean? I've done it at the same time as you're doing it for my video.
We did not think this out with the computer delay. You ready? Okay, we'll try this
you're
again.
delayed. I'm just I'm the same time as you.
We'll do it one more time, or else we're
All
just
right.
going to pick who's going first. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Nah, it's a delay, but I won anyway. I got the paper. You're
See,
gone.
she just cheated everybody.
Oh, as if.
She's lucky this is not videoed. If this was videoed, you would have seen that I won the first one. And that's why she's get wild and she's trying to gamble like, oh,
Get
it's
away.
delayed.
I'm going first because I won. Okay, you ready?
Would you rather lose in paper, scissors, rock or play fair? Answer the question,
Would you
Carly.
rather shut your hole or no? Go. All right. Okay, here's my first would you rather, Aaron Nagus. Would you rather for Prime Minister Pauline Hanson or Jacinta Price?
That's horrible. That's a horrible start.
Would you rather?
If you don't know who those are,
Mm-hmm.
congratulations, your life is better. I'm going to say JP
Oh,
just because at least she has the party behind her to drag her down.
ooh.
If old PH was Prime Minister, who knows what would happen?
He can't even say the names.
I don't even want to say their names out loud. It's like Voldemort and Harry Potter. It's like
Voldemort, Harry Potter. Oh my god.
like the boogie. What's that lad that you weren't allowed to say
don't
his
say
name
his
every time
name.
in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Those ones. That's what them two are like to me.
Okay. Well, you picked it, JP.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. What's my would you rather from you?
I'm going to go a different tone. Sorry, let me get my phone out of here. Understanding that you're currently looking for a man.
No, I'm not. Stop putting that out
looking
there.
for a partner.
That's a
yeah.
complete lie, Aaron Nagus. Come on.
Stepmom's vibes. Would you rather your partner only dirty talk in like a thick bogan,
Jesus.
g'day mate, how you going? Like that sort of accent. Or the sex sounds, the kookaburra sounds. So like,
Jesus. No. Damn it. Oh my God. Okay. I've got to take the bogan voice. I'm going to do the bogan voice.
really?
Yeah,
I'm talking like I'm talking like
I'm here
a
for
dirty Eshe Logan voice.
Oh, no, you didn't say Eshe Logan voice.
Yeah.
You didn't say that. You said, "G'day, how's it going, bruh?"
It's got to be a thick bogan accent.
That an Eshe accent is not bogan to me.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
not a bogan.
It's a combination of an Eshe and a bogan.
Okay, so we're talking Tablelands now, like a really thick North Queensland regional.
Regional bogan mixed with
Okay,
mixed with a bit of Eshe.
with a bit of Eshe. G'day, how you going there, Shaz? What's going on there? What's going on, bruh? What's going on? Okay, no, you really put me in it here. And then the other one is, what's the alternative again?
The sex sounds are kookaburra sounds, and so then when they come, there's a
How? Just one more time? One more.
No, because you might be into it. I don't know. I'm not trying to make this into a sex podcast. I'm just trying to say what it is.
That's the worst
What's it?
kink ever.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to take the bogan. I'll take the bogan voice. Yeah, I'll cop that. I reckon I could lean into it too after a while. I'll lean in.
You reckon?
Oh, yeah, I
All
could
right.
give it a red hot go.
Deadly.
Adelaide, what's going on there? What's going I don't see, that's not it. That's definitely not.
We're not great at accents.
We're really not.
Well, I am not, but
Okay.
so, yeah.
All right, this one for you. Would you rather get back with your ex again or never speak to your mum for $1 million?
Get back with my ex or never speak to my mum. Like,
$1 million. Tomorrow, I'll just like transfer it, bang, pay ID you $1 million if you either choose not to speak to your mum or you get back with your ex. Which one are you doing?
and so I have to never speak to my mum or I have to stay with my ex.
No, you have to either get back with your ex. No, what did I say? I mean,
Yeah, you said
yeah.
get back
Yeah.
with, but I have to stay. So once I get back with that,
You got to
I
stay
can't
with
just
her.
take the money and run. I got to stay.
No, you got to stay. Definitely got to stay.
Oh, she's Wamba.
Holy hope she's not listening. Shout out if you
Yeah.
are.
Sorry, not you that's listening. The other one.
1 million. 1 milli.
Yeah, no, I can't not talk to my mum.
Oh, you
I
get
can't-
back with the ex.
I can't not talk to mum. Like, I'm sorry to my wonderful wife. I can't not talk to my mum.
Wow. Okay.
I'm the golden child. Like, I don't know what you expect
Yeah.
of me. I'm not, I can't do that. Even if I give her half that money, she's still never going to forgive
Yeah,
me.
could you imagine?
She'll be like, can't believe you just killed me.
Yeah, even if,
Just
if you
kill me
gave her,
right now.
if you gave her the whole thing, even then she'd be like,
No,
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 no.
no. I don't want your stinking money. You want to not talk to me again, lad?
Oh man! All right, so you're up. You're up. What's my would you rather?
And this is a different one.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Would you rather explain to a non-Indigenous person for the thousandth time, or for 1,000 times, that you don't get free cars, houses, or anything else, or talk to somebody who just did a DNA test and found that they're 3% Aboriginal and
Not the
wants to start a
three.
new business?
No, not the 3%ers. Okay, reword it. So go again. Give me that again so I can
So,
process.
so you've got to explain 100 times to different non-Indigenous people that you don't get free houses, cars, etc. Or you got to talk to somebody who just did a DNA test. They're 3% found out they're 3% Aboriginal. They're excited and they want to start a new business.
You got me. I don't have the tolerance for that. I don't have the tolerance for newly identified. I'm too old and I'm too jaded. Get away from me. So I'm going to I'll explain to you that I do not get benefits 100 times, enough to stay away from that 3%er over there.
Yeah, I said 1,000 times the first time, but I was like, no, that's too much.
That was a lot.
That's a lot, so I changed it.
That was a lot of times. Okay.
Yes.
All right, here's one that I think a lot of people have asked, but I've never heard you say it. Would you rather run into a bear in the woods or a man?
I reckon, I've got to be honest, I'm pretty frightened of bears. And I'm pretty fast.
You're fast?
Yeah.
Bro, you can't outrun a bear, especially if
that's
it's a
what I mean.
brown
So,
bear. It's a brown
yeah.
bear, by the way. It's a grizzly.
Yeah. I think it'd have to be a man, and because then I could just
You can
gammon
take
that
him?
I'm a red pillar. Like, yeah, bruh, the women are just gold diggers, and let them not look and just hit him with the stick in the back of the head. Whereas a bear is just going to eat me because I look lovely.
And you
What's
leaned
that?
in to that Aussie accent as well, I noticed,
Yeah.
while you were
I'm
out there in the woods.
Yeah, bruh, them gold diggers.
Turn into an Eshe
Yeah,
in the woods.
a bunch of C's they are. Like, hell, us men got to stick together.
Adelaide, you got to stick or what, cars? Like, stop.
What's that black comedy sketch where Auntie's like, I feel like them dugong when I've been drowning, but then them black men, they want to spear me because I'm proper lovely. Like, that's how a bear would look at me. So I know I'm too delicious for a bear. I gotta take my chance with the man. But
all right, nah, I don't know about that. I think I wouldn't. Oh man, I'd choose the bear. Yeah, I'd choose the bear.
Yeah.
In my toxic head, I think the bear would understand that I just want to pat it, and so the bear would naturally, be like, oh, she doesn't want to hurt me. I'm not going to attack her. She actually is, a lover of bears, and then I'd have my own bear. So
if I was Native American, I honestly would be like, bruh, this is my totem. We're good.
I could speak to every animal.
So when I'm in Australia, I feel like every Australian animal is just like, this black fella,
He gets
we're
me.
one. We're one of the.
That's
we're
our
one-
toxic
we're one the
trait,
same.
right? Like we all think because we're black, we're like, oh no, I'll be fine with any
Yeah,
animal.
I'll be fine. But take me to another country, nah.
No, especially a green frog though. I feel like I don't have that capacity. Green frog's like, no, you're definitely got Scottish blood, and I'm going to haunt you. So love that. Okay, that was mine. What are you? It's your turn. You're up.
All right, I'm going to go a little bit different again. Since you want to talk about exes, let's find the ex one that I have.
You
here.
want to talk about exes? Okay.
Would you rather your ex become a famous porn star, and you have to watch it,
No, come on.
or your family accidentally watch your homemade sex tape on SBS?
Shit. What are you doing to me, bro?
You want to talk about exes?
Want
I'm
to
like,
talk
all right.
about exes? Okay, so okay. Here's a trick question for you: is it straight porn that he's doing, or is it gay porn? Because I will watch the gay porn. If it,
Yeah, I was about to say
Damn it.
you like the gay porn, so the one that you don't want.
Would I watch porn with him with another girl and I have to watch it?
You have to watch it, or your family has to watch you.
This is wrong. There's something wrong with you to come up with this. That's just.
Hey, you wanted to play the game.
Would you rather? What would I rather? Okay, which channel? So we're talking about SBS. Did you say SBS or?
It's an SBS doco, yep.
So more than likely it's going to be after 9:30, the SBS old 9:30 onwards. We all know that from the early 2000s. Or I've got to watch him. Now, I feel like...
But you're forgetting that SBS is free to air.
It's free
to air. What is it? Air to view, whatever it is. So you can just watch it anytime now. Free to air.
It's streaming, so anyone can watch it. Damn
you can watch it anytime. And they think it's the SBS doco, so there's like,
okay, who am I doing the porn with? I need to get like more of this has got to be.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, see, break it down. I need to break it down. So
they're not attractive.
No, you can't add the not attractive on. Damn it, Nagus. No, you know what? I'm putting on a show. You want it? This is the ratings, guys. I'm the top 10. You want to view me? Come and view me. All right, come and view. Just pay your subscription on the way in. That's all I'm going to say because I got rent to pay. So yeah, I'm not watching my ex do porn. I'm not doing that.
I would free to air SBS. So
nah,
you don't get no money.
That's right. No one's watching free to air. No, gammon. I would rather spew into my hands and clap than watch my ex do porn. Thank you. So yeah, no, I'll go with that one.
That's the best one I got. They're all pretty average after that. So
yeah, all right.
I peaked on question.
You peaked. All right. This is my last one. I reckon I'm going to get you with this. Okay. Would you rather vote the Liberal Party or give up your black card and not be Aboriginal? Boom!
That's far.
He's sweating black sweat on the end of the mic. I can see it. I'm going to do a little TikTok sound. TikTok. Tick the thinking.
I hate it so much.
Would you rather? Now, anyone who knows Nagus, very staunch voter, hates a Liberal Party, hates a right Conservative Party. Now, would you rather vote for them or give up your prized black card, not to be Aboriginal or South Sea Islander again?
Not the both. You can't take both.
No, I'm taking both cards. I'm taking them both.
All right. Well, I'm gonna vote. It's only once, so I'm gonna vote for him once.
No. This is vote. Once you're a voter, you're in the
forever.
party. You're in the party. You're handing out pamphlets. You're that guy. You're the Liberal Party.
I might as well just give it my card. If I can't do that, I might as well just. You're gonna ask me to be conservative. You might as well just.
No, you get to keep your black party. You get to keep your black card if you go to the Liberal Party.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I do that, I'm just giving it up. Like, what's the point of it?
Well, you still have it, is all I'm going to say. So you can still come to NAIDOC week. You can do those things. If you give up your black card, you're banned. You're banned from all of those things. You can't come.
No. Yeah. I'll vote for the Liberal Party, but I'll be an insider. I'll be destroying them from the inside.
Trying to twist
I'll be white out and everybody. I'll be doing media releases.
He's trying to infiltrate.
I'll be carrying that handbag with the video camera to all the meetings. Yeah, I'm doing whatever I can.
You'll have one of those little pens with the camera.
Yep. That's Google glasses, little camera pens, everything.
Yeah,
taking them AOls down.
He is not giving up.
No. I can't not be black. All right?
Too wild.
I can be a lot of things, but I can't not be black.
Well, you're lucky, brother. That's it. That is the would you rather game for them yarns.
Horrible.
If you have some would you rather scenarios for Aaron and I, send them through. Either send them on.
I got one more.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you want to go one more? All right, let's go.
Yeah. Well, you started, didn't you? Or did I start?
No, you go.
Yeah, you started, so it's you got to let me finish it. You
said you peaked on it. You said you peaked. Come on.
No, I said that was just my best question.
Okay,
all right. I didn't have any questions left.
All right, let's go. One more. Let's go.
So, would you rather go to the NAIDOC ball in emu feathers?
I knew the emu feathers were coming out. All right.
With the people who don't like you?
So you mean half of Queensland? Okay. Now
so you're sharing a table with them, but you're at the NAIDOC ball, and everybody else is there.
Okay.
But you're sitting at that table, right, with your emu feathers on.
Yep.
Would you rather do that, or would you rather go solo to a Jacinta Price, Pauline Hanson?
Oh, I'm doing that.
You're doing that.
I'm doing that 100% because you said you're going to infiltrate. Oh, I would love to infiltrate one of those events. Could you imagine me rocking up solo? And you know what? I will even put some emu feather earrings on to go to that. I'll infiltrate with some.
So you're gonna put the emu feathers on again,
100.
and then you're gonna go to Paulie Dance and Jacinta Price.
Why not?
Whatever it is. What do they call where they have them dinners that they got to pay to go to and suck up
Sponsored
to
dinner?
them and listen to them speak? Yeah, corporate dinner.
Corporates, yeah, corporate dinner. I'd do it. I'd do it just to go and hear. I think that would be highly entertaining. I would rather do that than sit at an ADOC table with some haters because been there, done that, and don't want to do that again. So
I'm going the
Nagus.
other way. I'm going the other way. Yeah. I can't handle listening to them talk. And at least I know if I'm at the NAIDOC ball, I got all the other deadly people there. You know, you got Jessica Malboy singing up on the stage with Casey Donovan and what's
Not
that
the
rapper's
same
name?
old singers.
Kobe D, and you know somebody else. Maybe Briggs will get up there. So at least you get to celebrate black. At least you get to celebrate black excellence with your earring feathers that you made yourself with the emu that you caught. You know, it's only a few hours. You got to sit down with them mob.
Is there any danger that Casey Donovan won't be at a black event singing? Like, is it just any danger of that not happening? No.
No, I honestly think she doesn't even get paid anymore. They've just already booked her.
She's just there waiting
They
every
paid
year.
her once, and she's just coming to everything now. Like you paid my fee.
And the thing is, she slaps every time. Like, Casey Donovan can sing, man. I've seen her sing live, and god damn it.
When she goes, you're moving. It doesn't matter.
I will say, I'm not always here for the facial expressions. Sometimes, Casey, love you, sis, but it's just sometimes I'm just like, just chill out on the facial. But I do love the notes she hits. But I can imagine she would be there singing while I'm sitting there. Okay. Let me get one more out then. Let me get one more. Let me get one more in. Would you rather have Bob Catter as your grandfather?
I just spat water out. I don't know what you're going to say next, but I'm probably going to choose that.
Oh, my God. Would you rather have Bob Catter as your grandfather or would you go without washing your hair for the rest of your life?
I'm bald.
Damn it.
I don't care. Go and wash my hair now.
Okay, wash your body. Wash your body. Or, let me rephrase it then. Would you rather have Bob Catter as your grandfather or go without a shower for the rest of your life?
Well, to be honest, he might be one of my grandfathers on my dad's side. I don't know who the rest of them are. So, he could be.
You claiming him. You claiming Uncle Bob.
He could be. Bob reckons he's a black fella. He reckons he's Kalkadoon half the time anyway. So, who knows? But
who's claiming him? No one claiming Uncle Bob.
Yeah, look, I can't. I'm not a small person. I sweat. If I can't have a shower, then that's.
So you're taking the shower for the rest of your life over.
Yeah.
Although those family gatherings with Bob Catter would be a laugh. Think about it.
And they got money. Like them mob.
They got money.
So them two, him and his son have been in power for that region for decades.
Mm-hmm. That's my seat. It's my seat where I'm from. Yep.
Yeah. So I got mob that are up there too, and I'm like, how does he get in? And he's like, they love him up here.
They love him. He he represents the constituents of that area, the farmers, even the mob. Like I've seen him ride and die for blackfalls up there as well. So. Yeah, he represents the people of the far north,
If you don't know who Bob Catter is, you need to Google Bob Catter.
Let a thousand blossom bloom.
Don't tell the rest of it. But if you don't know who Bob Catter is, just Google "Let a Thousand Blossoms Bloom" and watch the video, and you are welcome.
Because I can't sit around and there's a person dying.
She's ruining it for you. Don't let her do it.
Just watch
the video.
When I'm feeling down and out, I go and watch Bob Catter's top 10 moments, and it just, it'll change your day. Go and do it. Well, I like that. Would you rather? That's would you rather. If you have a scenario for us, for Nagus and I, send them through to Them Yarns the podcast on Instagram, TikTok, all the things.
Give me some for Carly. I need some good ones because that third one that I did, or the fourth one I did was deadly. I just need something. I need more like that.
Damn it, you and your exes. I'm out, brother. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. But, we'll catch you next time. And who's going to win the next round? Me. I think I won that anyway.
You won that one.
I won that, yes. We'll catch you next time on Them Yarns.
Gotcha. Yeah, well.
Sexual.
I mean, people are entitled to sexual proclivities. You know, I mean, let there be 1,000 blossoms bloom as far as I'm concerned. You know, but I ain't spending any time on it because in the meantime, every 3 months, a person is torn to pieces by a crocodile in North Queensland.